Before television gave them brighter colors, cleaner jokes, and safer endings, people claimed they had already met the originals. The names were different, the towns were real, and every story ended with an evidence room nobody wanted to open. In 1958, outside Houston, a flexible green handyman named Dummy became famous for rescuing animals and slipping beneath locked doors. Then residents learned he had copied their keys, collected their property deeds, and claimed an entire neighborhood payable in canned peas. When police arrived, Dummy mailed himself away. Arizona trusted Fred Nanders because he repaired church pews, delivered casseroles, and remembered every birthday. His prayer registry was actually a stack of property transfers. 7 parishioners disappeared. Fred crossed into Mexico, leaving behind a hymn recording with 7 faint voices singing back. Revis and Rumford fixed televisions for free in Pennsylvania. Hidden inside every repaired set was a transmitter. During a charity broadcast, the twins played the town's private conversations on every screen and demanded new televisions and frozen burritos as payment for silence. 10-year-old Derek Hartman promised hot meals during Colorado blizzards. Instead, he invented storm warnings and diverted the food into his supreme snack reserve. His final demand was complete control of the school cafeteria and a statue beside the salad bar. Below Bellwether City, plumbing brothers Lar E.O. and Mu E.G. constructed a secret brick kingdom linking banks, restaurants, and government buildings. When they opened every valve, the city lost its water pressure, its coins, and several refrigerators. 2 unexplained pipes remained beneath the concrete. Stanley Marshburn could predict snow before the state weather service. That was because he wasn't forecasting storms. He was scheduling them with a machine above an abandoned ski lodge and using every evacuation to learn which homes would be empty. Bellwether's geologist, Randall Marshfield, sold emergency buckets after predicting convenient earthquakes. A deputy followed his seismograph cable and found it attached to a washing machine packed with bricks. Randall escaped to Mexico and reinvented himself as Dr. Mountain. At Colorado Nuclear Station, Homer Simpleton stopped a damaged reactor test by smelling something too blue. The town called him a hero. Investigators later discovered he was diverting reactor power into an underground factory producing 12,000 donuts every weekend. His 10-year-old son, Bort, could strike any bell in cold water with a homemade slingshot. Each midnight signal sent police toward a false emergency while glowing disciplinary files appeared inside the abandoned school. Bort vanished, but the chalkboard still writes his name 100 times. Beside a condemned Florida amusement park, Norville Rogers organized searches for missing teenagers. Every victim had accepted one of his sandwiches. Sweet-smelling fog hid a rotating funhouse door, where the missing teens were forced to package stolen carnival prizes. Rhode Island loved exhausted restaurant owner Bobby Belchford. His daily burger specials predicted crimes before police received the reports. Beneath the grill, investigators found wires connected to every telephone and police radio in town. Bobby wasn't predicting tomorrow. He was listening to it being planned. At a daycare in 1968, tiny Stuart Grifton built machines during nap time. His final nursery mobile put every adult to sleep and erased their recognition of family photographs. Stuart walked out carrying a confession tape labeled Parents Master. Beer delivery driver Peter Grifford performed at fundraisers inside a giant rooster costume. While the town watched Captain Cluck dance, brewery trucks emptied their homes. The costume collapsed at the parade's final turn. Peter was already aboard the midnight ferry with the stolen statue wearing his glasses. Colorado held memorial after memorial for Kenny McCormick. He survived a mine cart, a frozen lake, and an explosion because every disaster was staged. Investigators found replacement parkas, forged death certificates, and photographs of every donation box collected in his name. In a New Jersey pipe factory, 7-foot machine Bender Flexwell organized a pension drive. He then folded the safes into lawn chairs and hid the missing money inside enormous hollow coins. The coins were recovered. Every one had been bent open from the inside. At the Krusty Anchor in 1984, Robert's square pants absorbed spilled drinks and every secret spoken nearby. He exposed the entire town over its loudspeakers, emptied the municipal safe, and left behind expired burger coupons and damp footprints. Atlanta residents trusted floating scientist Frylock after he repaired every appliance on the block. His copper coils quietly removed 90 seconds of memory whenever a refrigerator opened. He later broadcast those stolen memories as a comedy show and sold the rights to a station in Reno. And in New Jersey, stadium custodian Carl Brutananadilski collected donations to save the local arena. Then the seats disappeared, then the turf, then the scoreboard. During a fake championship parade, Carl removed the entire stadium and sold it to a casino. Different decades, different towns, the same impossible pattern. Helpful strangers became local heroes. Local heroes gained keys, and once everyone trusted them, the story changed. These are only the files recovered so far. More names are waiting in the archive. More towns are pretending nothing happened. Enter cartoons in real life on Steele Entertainment and watch every existing case before the next file.